Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box. And if you're like most people around the world today, you won't be watching me, you'll be watching the inauguration of President Donald Trump. But for those of you who catch this, after the fact, there's no bad time to talk about music. And the man photographed behind me, you can see him there, is someone that you'll probably have seen a lot of on Inauguration Day and other events that are held by President Trump, because this man is called America's tenor. He's a wonderful opera singer called Christopher Macchio. And the first time I saw him, it was on a news clip rather than a music show, which is, I guess, a sort of crossover genre in and of itself, music slash news. But I saw him and I was instantly wowed by his wonderful voice and the supreme control that he's able to have over his voice, even in environments that are anything but tailor-made for classical singing. And that shows you the kind of discipline that all classical musicians have to have once they reach a certain level. And this is maybe most apparent when it comes to classical operatic vocal stylings, because while singers of popular and other genres, they can have on days and off days. Opera is something where perfection is really demanded, and Christopher Macchio always delivers. Now, he is from Long Island in New York City, and he really brings that sort of wonderful Italian American New York vibe to his music. He can sing in, I think, 10 different languages, but when he's performing at these events, he's typically singing a combination of Italian opera and various popular songs in English, but done in a neo-operatic style. Now, he's recorded a few albums for EMI, and one that I would recommend that I think was one he released himself, but don't quote me on it. It's an EP from 2011 called Dolce Momenti, which, if my good old Italian phrase book serves me right, I think it means sweet moments. And it's really good. It's not particularly long, but all of the pieces that he sings are very, very good indeed. I'm frankly hoping that after all the sort of increased notoriety that he's been getting and that he'll certainly have today, after today rather, I hope that he releases more music and puts it on your Spotify's and all of your other streaming services, because the man has really got an extraordinarily special and very, pitch perfect voice. So, for those of you who are watching and you'll be asking, well, who's that guy singing opera? Well, he's Christopher Macchio. He's really great. Listen to him on Spotify and maybe contact him and say, why don't you do some more albums and put them on Spotify? I'm sure that lots of people would be more than happy to listen because it's such wonderful music. As always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.